The one I just recorded, you guys will have watched already if you're on YouTube, or if you were in stream, you just saw, maybe you missed it. It's a good thing if you missed it. It was bad. So I need this man to redeem this mid lane elo house. We're doing another mid laner on purpose. He's in a very similar lobby. You might even see some of the same names since this is back-to-back games. The lobby's MMR is 2K to 2700 or 2500, 2600, somewhere in there. Our boy is gold 1 currently. He, like I said, he's a mid player. He said high diamond, so I put him in a high diamond, low masters lobby, right? I've been getting this question a lot. How many games should I have played for elo hell? Well, if you have less than 10 games played, you're probably not in elo hell. Pretty much 0% chance. If you're grinding, I don't even care that I should expect him to have a lower win rate. So don't pay too much attention to the win rate. 1600, over 120 games played. This is what I want to see. 120 might be a little much in 3 weeks, but if you're talking like 50 plus games, that's what I like to see. I wanted to give this guy a chance. I didn't even want to get too deep into his games. You can see, we can scroll through some of his matches. He's got some good ones, some bad ones. This is his chance to show out, show us what he's got, and for the love of everything in this universe, make up for the last game that we just witnessed. Because the last game we just witnessed made me very, very sad. Our mid laner, I don't know if I said his name. You guys saw it when I pulled it up. It's Kill X Low. He was a Tiamat main, so I'm not mad or surprised that he's playing Tiamat. This lobby is similar to the last video's lobby. For whenever these videos go live on YouTube. 2K to 2500. Lowest MMR. There is somebody under 2K though. The KY on the enemy team, he bopped the last elo hell guy in mid, and KY is under 2K MMR. He's like 1920. He thinks he's in elo hell at 1920. So in a way, this is almost like a double up elo hell where he's playing a little bit farther up, not quite where I'd put him if he truly believes in elo hell. I'd put him in a hard masters lobby like 2800 MMR. If he has another good game here and this guy's not poo-poo, I will give him a shot at elo hell. But the last game, he kind of just stomped a guy who had no clue what was going on. It was painful. Tiamat's kind of fun and good right now too. I like Tiamat a lot in mid. It's very easy to exploit people being overly aggressive or just people who don't know how Tiamat works because of the amount of CC you have and damage you put out while also being insanely safe. The god has 8 abilities. And actually, the god has like 12 abilities, which is ridiculous. More, I think 11. All right, everyone loaded in. They're all in. Swap them around. We got Baba Yaga. We got a Basta jungle. Interesting. Okay. Boom. I think we're good. I hate the cooldown builds. As soon as I see people go Sands right now, I just assume they're gonna have a bad time. We'll see. I'm not saying he will for sure, but I feel like Conduit on a lot of gods that want to clear, and when you want to have control of lane, you're just going Conduit. Sub-League signups are up right now. So once again, if you're in stream right now, or if you see this as a YouTube video, to sign up for Sub-League, you have to be subscribed. There's a command in chat. The command in chat is very basic. It says, here's the Sub-League sign-up form. It's a Google Doc. It says you must be a subscriber on Twitch. It says we will play on Saturdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. And it says you will play in the division that you are supposed to be playing in. So like your division. So if you're a gold player, you have 100 games played, you're a gold rank player, you will be in a gold division playing against other gold and plat players. The only thing that's not there in the text, but is in the sign up, is you can sign up with yourself and 2 friends. But all of you have to sign up individually, and all of you have to list each other under the sign up with friends category. The main question I got last year was, what do I do if I don't play ranked? It's okay if you don't play ranked. I will look up your information. I will see how good you are based on your casual games, and I will place you based on that. If you're overperforming, I will move you up once we're a couple games into the season. If you're underperforming, I'll move you down. This league will be 6 players on a team. If you cannot field 5 people by Saturday, on Saturday night, you lose. You forfeit. There will not be someone randomly filling in. You will not be calling up your homie. If 5 of the 6 people cannot be there and you guys don't reschedule it earlier in the week with the other team, you will forfeit. You will get a loss. The last thing, everyone has to play. That 6th person is not a sub. That 6th person is part of the team. So you can cycle through and have everyone play every other day. You can have one person sit out every week. We'll play for 6 different nights, 6 weeks. And if you want to have the same, like somebody never sit, that's fine. It'll be up to you guys. There is a command, !sub league. Did it go? Where'd it go? I just typed it in. All right, hold on. We'll do this. Hold on. I'll pull up my own chat and retype it in. Wait. It is there? Question mark? There we go. All right, now the sub league sign up is there. My bad, guys. I missed his initial clear, but it seems like they're all right. They're getting out cleared. The one thing I will say, a lot of time people are like, what if I'm not subbed like in a month? In reality, to be in the league, you need to be subbed. There's not gonna be if this or oh, but that. It's a subscriber league. If you're interested, you're paying $5 over twice, right? It's a 2-month league, so it'll end up being $5 twice, or you can use your Prime sub, which is free. I know a lot of people have Prime and are just chilling on it. Or if you're gifted, that's fine. It doesn't matter how you get your sub, as long as you're a sub during the time you'll be in the sub league. You do not need people like to know people to sign up. You can solo sign up. You can sign up with one person. You can sign up with 2 people. 2 people max. I will be making the teams. I put the teams together. Do my best to make them fair and even. Try to mix and match MMRs so they're very similar amongst all the teams. Oh, he's making calls. That's one thing that I feel like has been slacking. He hasn't regained the lane yet, but I think he'll be okay. Ooh, good jukes. Calls like that are big. You guys not making them are kind of boss. So I'm proud of this guy already. Both of these supports are your... Okay. What's up, Ace? Stay for the 4 months, brother. Ooh, ooh. Oh. A little slow. Is this an Xbox movement? Like, the way he's turning seems very fluid. This is Xbox, right? Or console, sorry. He's on a controller, 100%. He's gotta be. Bro, there are so many controller players. I see why the pitchforks come out when I'm like, yeah, mouse and keyboard's just overall better for Smite than controller. I get so mad because you're all controller players. Oof, this Chalk is getting bullied. This is why you don't play Chalk. What's he building? Bluestone? Oh, he has Sigil. Oh, he has no clear. He has negative clear right now, so he's getting bopped. Sub league start date will be the end of July. It'll be, if everything goes right, it'll be the last weekend, like last weekend of July, or it'll be the first weekend of August. You'll have like 3 weeks to sign up. When do you find your teams? It'll be right before the league starts. Probably be the Thursday or the Friday before the league starts. It's usually what I do. If your highest reach rank goes up by then, it doesn't matter. I look when I'm making the teams, which would be after signups are over. You wouldn't be able to sign up anymore. I look at what rank people are. Me and some of the boys literally sit down and make sure everyone's like accurate and honest about what their ranks and stuff are. And if they're not, I change it. If they are, then we're good to go. This guy's on PS5. All right. I played with a really good Xbox player last night. He was on the box playing with a controller. And we won most of our like 2700 MMR games last night, so I wasn't even mad. Okay, commitment. I think he upped down on purpose. He should be fine. I wish he had popped his shard there just so he could keep fighting. He missed. Wait, didn't he just won? Am I trolling? Oh, his cooldowns are messed up in that form. Okay. What's up, Tempo? Today sucked. Today was a terrible day. I didn't even I couldn't record a YouTube video today. I wasn't home all day from 8 a.m. to like 6:30, and people be like, oh, that's me every day. Well, I go to bed at 5 a.m. So I had 3 hours of sleep. Didn't get to go home. My truck took I dropped my truck off at 9:30 a.m. It wasn't ready until 5:30. The place closed at 5, so they didn't even finish it within their work hours. And it was a shit day. I had good breakfast, and that was the only thing good about today. If I wasn't about to go on vacation here in a couple weeks, I would have taken tonight off. But can't really afford to be taking nights off when you're gonna get a whole week off. Bacon, egg, and cheese? Nah, I had a country fried steak with sausage gravy and some hash browns and scrambled eggs and a waffle. Oh no, did I have a waffle? Oh no, I had French toast. French toast. But it was just like everything sucked, bro. The restaurant we go to is a regular, like a restaurant we always go to, but it was hot as fuck, even though it wasn't hot as fuck outside today. It was just a shit day that could have been a lot better. And then Sammy was having health issues, so I thought she was about to have to go to the emergency room, and like we were actually planning on her going to the emergency room, so that wasn't helping at all. I was hoping to get home and record a YouTube video, and I wasn't, but luckily Tally Ho set up one of the VOD videos that would have gone on the VOD channel instead. And then comments are like, can we get some YouTube only gameplay? Like, bro, yeah, you can when it's possible. Like, I couldn't fucking do it today. First reaction is like, this dude's lazy. I was not home for fucking almost 12 hours. Abilities bugged. Stand switches are almost always bugged in Spectator. Dude, pancakes would have been better than the French toast. I'm not a big French toast at restaurants guy. I like French toast at home, but apparently they got a new waffle maker, and they told us the waffles weren't very good with the new waffle maker. I wish I had just tried a waffle. Woody built my site, but me and Double J were talking about some stuff, and I might be getting another site built. And if I do, and Woody can't do these updates I want to Smite Source, I'm gonna have someone else start working on Smite Source. I gotta hit up Woody and see if he has free time. If not, I'm getting someone new. It's time for Smite Source to expand a little bit, put a couple investments into it money wise, and then this other website could be very interesting. Oof. He's definitely on. This is Tiamat's one has got to be really hard to use on a controller, because it feels weird to use sometimes on mouse and key if they are ready for it. You know, like if they're looking at you and they know you're about to one them, it's super easy to dodge. Okay, that blue has been gone all game. This Chalk is having a horrible time. He's dead. Oh, he's not dead. I don't know how he's not dead, but he's not dead. Who's the jungler for his team? Circuit, Gaijin, okay. For Smite Source, I want to make it so your guys' builds are public. So if you go onto like Smite Source and you look up Circuit, you'll see the builds that are supposed to be there. So like my builds that I'm pulling from pros and stuff, they will be at the top. But then, you know, underneath that, a gap underneath. Okay, he's done. I don't even think this is his problem. He was looking for a rotation. He just got 4-man rotated on. I like, obviously not a good rotation, but this isn't his fault. Nobody's doing anything on his team. He's trying to make something happen. But yeah, then have your guys builds under that have been uploading builds. I want to enhance the player, like your account search, so there's more game showing and you can separate between casuals, ranked, and other in arena, whatever else, and just add some more stats to that page. And then there's some other smaller ideas that I'd like to do. His laning phase was all right, and him rotating there wasn't the worst, but he's got to commit to his rotations, and he's got to, like, you have to safe rotate. You want to have wards up, but he's got no vision, and I don't think he bought any wards either. Okay, they finally got that gank off. All right, what's the wards here? Okay, he has one ward down. All right, he's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna get poked a little bit, but that's fine. Okay, that was kind of troll looking. Oh, double taunt, single taunt, beads. All right. He needs to swap back to range stance as soon as that initial gank settles, because you want to be in range stance while going for damage. You don't want to swap from melee to range in the middle of a fight and then get jumped on, because you're screwed. Smite Source not show game history for players under level 30. It does. Your account's probably not bugged. If you haven't played games in a long time, there won't be anything there. He does need to save his Tiamat ult for immunity. He drops his Tiamat ult in melee form instantly. I don't know if he even knows it gives him CC immunity, so we'll have to ask him. This is a really slow match. 11 minutes and it's 1-2. Best carry in jungle to play in rank that aren't always banned. I mean, that's all relative. Marticarus doesn't get banned a lot, so I'd play Marticarus. Other than that, Hachi's good. Pretty simple god to play for carries. And then jungle wise, if Ravana's not banned, Rav's a good pick. A lot of junglers are banned though. Kali's a really good pick. Very simple. Those two are just, everyone should be able to play those two gods. I think Ao Kuang is probably up there for one of the top 5 junglers too, especially for ones that don't get banned. This game's just lacking a lot of successful ganks, I think. This is his moment to pop off. He should have a good fight here. Okay, he's missing so much. He just beads? What? That was a panic, beads. He's wasted his CC immunity, but that's fine. He should have knocked up instantly. So as somebody with CC there, you knock up instantly, so you get turn damage. You do damage before they do, basically. Oh, okay. Yeah, he cannot hit his 1 to save his soul. If I was like, bro, hit all ticks of your 1 and I'll give you $1,000, he couldn't do it in a whole match.
It would take more than that.
Rav and Kali are always banned. Ao Kuang then should be a go-to. If you're confident on Thor, Thor is very, very good, especially late game. Thor's a weird god right now because he always power spikes around level 9, 10, 11, 12, right? That's a huge power spike because it's an ability power spike, meaning your abilities are hitting at their max at that point because you're maxing your 1 or your 3. But Thor's late game now is, honestly, it's bonkers. Like, your one shot, your ult half healthing, right? You land your ult on somebody, no other damage, just your ult hitting a mage, and they're at half health. Leveling ability priority has been on Smite Source since day 1. If you are interested in asking for something on Smite Source, at least take the time, the 3 seconds to double check if the website has it already. He's trying to help this chalk. He's been trying to get over here to help this guy. He doesn't have his ult 1 out though. If he had his little minions getting mid farm, I would like this because he'd be getting farm. Okay, he's getting tested. He's reacting so slow to this. He should have instantly walked the blue and pulled it and made sure he got it. Pull it to your tower, bro. Just pull the blue. Don't use a bit. Just pull. Thank you. Man, that took so long. He just wasted like 10 seconds. I don't. The rotation's not bad. Could have been way better if he had creeps down and left or in mid to get the farm while he was in right. And then if he doesn't take his time to react right there and just pulls blue instantly as soon as his guy dies, he's chilling. What up, Lon? Thank you for the 3 months. Oh, watch the melee range, buddy. There you go. Okay, good thing we didn't make the bet because I think he just hit all ticks if it was 1. Last, oh my gosh, bro, go to the, yes, there you go. Rogue is screwed here. Rogue is so screwed here. Wait. Never mind. He got distance. He should be using the wall to cast. He should have casted everything over the wall and just taken his time. Try to get 2 rotations of abilities and then jumped in. But now he's only getting 1 rotation of abilities. He's ulting early. They get the kill though. This is where he should be resetting. It doesn't matter that someone's low. He doesn't have front line that want to dive. Like, nobody wants to go in here. He should just be backing. Oh my gosh. He panicked through the Minotaur, and that Minotaur actually could have done work for getting a nice little pick there for gold, before gold. Dawnbringer or Spike on Thor jungle? Probably Dawnbringer, dude. I feel like that movement speed, same with like an Erendite, is just hyper value. Dawnbringer is like, it's basically stone cutting, but slightly different. And stone cutting was nuts for so long when it was in the game. How many people usually sign up for sub league? Our most we've ever had play in the sub league was 560 people. The normal is like 300 to 350 sign up, and then we lose like 100 to 150 who just never show up and they get kicked out of the league. Twitter, that cap kept increasing on Twitter. Everyone raging about that Twitter stuff is just like, I'm really to the point with social media. Like, you guys know how I am, right? Like, I used to not, like, drama's kind of funny and all this stuff. Like, I'm about it, but I'm so tired of hearing people cry and whine and complain about stuff that isn't even relevant to them, that I can't stand it anymore on social media. I've muted, blocked, and just made it so I can't see so many people's posts because I'm so tired of seeing it. If all you do is cry about something or post about some shit belief you have 24/7 and there's no fun in, like your content or your social media posts have, oh, he just DC. He did. If your social media posts are just ass, I just block you or mute you. They need to pause if they don't know he's DC'd. A month or two ago, I was like, I'm gonna start blocking people who don't have real profile pictures and names and are commenting negative shit. And I've been doing that for so long, to the point where now I never see negative shit on my replies. I blocked like 50 people, and it's the same 50 people for the last 10 years who just comment and have like 9 Twitter accounts that just comment and post negative shit in response. 15% structure damage is overrated? Yeah, because you're assuming that you're gonna be able to use that 15% structure damage. You realize to push in Smite right now, to get to a Phoenix, you have to have Fire Giant. If you have Fire Giant, you should be able to take the Phoenix. So you have to get Beacon to, like, Beacon doesn't help you get Fire. You have to be winning the game to get Fire, and if you're winning the game to get Fire, you're already gonna be able to take Phoenix. People, if you're dying over the Beacon, you're playing wrong. Like, if you could get to the Beacon or have a good fight, then go for it. Wait, is Chalk DC'd now? They gotta pause again. Why is Chalk DC'd?
I don't know. His fucking shit crashed too.
His shit crashed, or he relogged thinking I have time? Because I hope to God that's not what it was.
He said his whole PC froze, but he can still talk to us in game. Like, I can still hear his voice.
What? This is why you guys stop tabbing out when you guys have shit computers.
Yeah.
He definitely tabbed out during the pause, and his shit fucked up when he tabbed back in. Are you guys able to pause?
No, nobody's able to pause.
Wait, what? You can't pause at all?
The enemy team said they can't pause either. Somehow.
What? What is happening? Oh, is he back?
Yeah, Chalk's back now.
Okay. Right. At least nothing happened. They didn't do objectives or anything, which is nice. Tabbed out on his PlayStation. Not this guy, the Chalk. Okay, is he able to load in? This game might be botched. Oh, he's back. Okay, hopefully he can move. Yeah, Rogue didn't put it on free policy strolling. Why has Chalk been in the base this whole time? Build check. He's got his E-staff, his Karn's coin. Don't know what he's going now. Chalk is good. All right. The other team was nice about it and they didn't take any objectives, so that was just AFK status. This Tiamat needs to use his ult creeps more to farm. I like this call. If they pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it. Serket needs to go to this. Stop tanking. There's no reason for you to tank as a mid laner. Your support is actually on there already. All right, Rogue's kind of trolling. Rogue should have never gone in there. Dude, someone else went Archdruid's first item the other day and got clapped. This is not the move. Archdruid's is an insane item for team fighting, but it's so pointless in lane. That's why he's having a bad time. His items are just bad for clearing. Should be Divine next. No, I wouldn't build Divine against their team comp. Their team has Terra Heal, which is minor. 1 or 2 anti-heal items on the team will be more than enough to cover that. They have slight healing from Chiron, like really baby healing, and then outside of that, it's just sustained healing. He doesn't use his creeps at all. Like his creeps should be farming mid for him. I wish he had path aggressively here. He could have been with the Serket fighting right now, but he took long path. Okay. Okay. If he hits this. Okay, he gets a kill, but he should have had 2 kills at least right there. Oof, good juke. I don't need him to spam minion all. He hasn't used it at all when he rotates. He's only used it when he's standing in the lane. Oh, okay, that was a baby. Oh, I like it. I like it. That Bastet did some questionable gamering. Dude, he can. I hate that Aegis. I absolutely hate that Aegis. That was a wasted Aegis. I'm telling you, if you don't play a lot of Tiamat, hitting the 1 is difficult, and he's on controller, so it's impossible for him. He's struggling. No, this is not a coaching stream. These people that we're watching all believe they are better than their rank shows. And I go in and check if they seem to have decent stats, and it's possible. And if so, I give them the opportunity to go in. Most of this, if you are bad, it's a lot of roasting. Like, yeah, you can improve off of the roasting, but it's a lot of pointing out why you are dog. I'm not impressed with him, but I'm not as sad as the last guy. He's not bad. This Tiamat is nowhere near bad. He's probably better. I mean, we'll say he's better than his rank. He fits into this lobby. So I could go with Elo Hell. I'd be fine with saying he's an Elo Hell, but he has so much easy room for improvement that this man should be like actually make it the Masters. I always have the same issue with players. Okay, I like that he turns and runs. I mean, he's gonna die, but I like that he actually turns and runs. My big issue is someone like this. Are they capable of carrying? So they definitely are. Like, they're in this game. They look solid. He doesn't look terrible, but he doesn't look great. He looks like he could play. But does that mean he looks like he can play when he plays in his gold games, or can he stomp in his gold game? Because if he plays like this, he should be having solid gold games. He needs to fix a couple things. He'd be a little more aggressive. because he is aggro. He played aggro in the early game. I just hope he does that in his gold games. Want to see some damage numbers? We got the damage numbers, boys. He's also kind of low on damage for Baba Yaga being at 17k because Tiamat's been fighting a lot. He's just missing a lot and only hitting. He's got a ton of AoE abilities. And he's only hitting one person with them. Bro, he hits 2 of the 8 ticks of his 1. Let him be. Tossing his 1 early too. That's not even fully charged. 12 and 5. 40. What, 5k gold lead? Yeah, bro. What did he hit 1 tick on Bastet right there? He needs CDR in his build too. Only starter CDR is not enough. That did not look good. See, after saying he can probably play in these games, now in these team fights, he cannot play in these team fights. He has the same issue almost every person that I've done this with has had, where they cannot deal with being targeted. And a lot of these people, their excuse would be, yeah, the support's not peeling. Bro, you are so out of position and just eating every ability that it's crazy. What was he building? Yeah, this is a no from me, dog build. Not a fan. Yeah, I take it all back. I wouldn't say this guy's an elo help. There's always, I always give a lot of credit to the early game and like little things, and then they can't do the big things when it matters. He needs to process and play these team fights so much better. He wants to play Tia the way he plays Zhong. Kind of, but if he built some tank items, he'd be able to. His issue though is he doesn't do any damage leading into playing like you play Zhong. And he never uses his creeps ult, his minion ult. Where are the minions? Why aren't they running it down somewhere? Zhong Kui is one of the worst gods in the game, if not the worst god in the game. I like this positioning, but throw it over the wall, dude. They don't need to see you. He delayed his 2 to do an ult tornado, and then misses 1. Not having enough CDR right now, he's only casted once. Oh, battle range. What the fuck? Oh, that guy level 1 health in the back. The Baba Yaga's alive. Oh, is that Terra? That's Terra. Good play. You might be able to kill this guy. He's gonna jump in place. Bastet's gonna lead back. Oh no, Bastet Aegis. Too many missed abilities and abilities just thrown in the completely wrong spot. He's done 3k damage in the time that Baba Yaga did like 10. Roller coaster for this guy. It started off okay, like good, I guess would be the word I'd use, and then it was okay, but not bad, and now it's bad. There's too much focus on low elo and winning your lane in the laning phase in general. I think people believe winning their lane means killing the other person, and they couldn't be any farther from the truth. If he slows right here, throw his slow Minotaur out. Doesn't throw his slow Minotaur out. He throws the slow Minotaur out, it causes that guy to dash, and then he can look for that guy when he dashes, and he walks back in and his dash is down. Instead, now he's got no abilities up. He's got the dude, just jump in. Just commit here. Just jump in. Dude, now you're jumping out, you're dead. He's getting meleeed to death by Bastet because he just walks around. There's no way this guy's out. Why would you jump back over the wall, you potato? Do I drink? Rarely. When I do, it's usually tequila. I bet that could be alive or fire, and instead he died trying to be a hero or something. Damage. Tia did what, 1500 in that fight? Wait, did Baba do 6k in those fights and he did 2k? Chiron's a big too. Yeah, if I drink like randomly, it's like really like house drinks. Like if I go to a restaurant and they're like, yeah, we have these 5 drinks and one of them sounds good, like if we're on a date night, I'll drink something, but it's like it's one drink and it would take like 5 drinks for me to feel anything. And then if I'm at home and I ever have anything, if it's not an event or a party or something, I'll drink like those lemonade, the Simply Lemonade, those mixed drinks that they make now. Those are pretty good. But if I am out and about, it's usually drinks with tequila in them, or if I'm making something like we're doing people at our house something, it'll be something with tequila. KY's been playing solid. He thinks he's an elo hell, and I kind of want to test him at some point in a big boy lobby. I'm gonna need 2800 MMR people though, and I feel like a lot of people aren't 2800 MMR yet because we're so early into the split and people are struggling. This dude needs to practice his distancing too. So when he's throwing abilities over the wall, they're never spot on or accurate. Oh, okay. Alt for movement, alt for movement. He beads instead of using. Oh. Now he ults. He doesn't know that gives him CC immunity. There's no way. There's no way he knows that gives him CC immunity. I bet $1,000. Rum is good too. I like rum. Rum and tequila are the only things that I have interest in. Dark liquor, I hate. This is just free Phoenix. They can't mess this up. And there's the free. They just gotta disengage. Oh my gosh, that man's crazy. Walmart El Leon was in a couple of your games today. This is good. Their front line is playing properly. Dude, cast something. Whoever that was just beads nothing. I think it was a rogue. And this mid is just not doing anything. He doesn't know how much damage he can do. He doesn't know how to position to not take damage. And he doesn't know when he's in an okay spot to be aggro versus he has to sit in the very back. Abba has not died. He's 8-0-12. I despise his build. And is he dead? Dude, oh, it's crazy that for 10 minutes there he had me fooled. Like 10 minutes in that game, he had me fooled. That whoever that chalk was too, bro. I don't know if you're just not a soul. You might not be a solo laner, the chalk, but that was not it. A little disappointing. A little disappointing. Tiamat's melee form ult. So when you're in melee form, your ult has CC immunity. So when you cast it, it'll clear whatever CC's on you. You'll immune any CCs that hit you during it. It's a very good way to not use beads. That's something you need to learn. So you shouldn't just be throwing it out to throwing it out. Like obviously if you're trying to kill somebody and that's part of the rotation you need to use to kill them, it's fine. But saving it to use to get out of roots, to get out of slows, to get out of stuns, or to not be stunned is big. It's a major part of playing Tiamat. You need to use your ranged ult creeps. So when you're in ranged form, if you use the ult and press 1 and drop the creeps on the ground, they'll keep spawning for a bit. Anytime you rotate, so you clear a wave and you're going to rotate, pop those minions in your lane and dip. So they get you XP while you're gone. You could have literally been running around at 2 different parts of the game in the mid game, doing whatever you wanted and getting free farm, but you never used that. Your early game was solid. You looked and you played aggressive. I liked it. Your early mid game wasn't too bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't too bad. Your mid and late game were really, really rough. You need to learn when to use which abilities over walls. So a lot of the time you would be over the wall and you would just throw out your tornado for the hell of it when you should have been throwing your 2 because it was a guaranteed stun because they didn't know where you were. Then you could land a 1 off of it. I would practice your 1 a lot more, just free wanting people. So just running around pressing 1 and trying to hit the whole thing because you missed so much damage on your 1. And then your build. Your build had low CDR because you went to CDR starter. If you go the conduit gem, you'll have more clear and it'll make you feel more in control of your lane in the early game. So try conduit gem into Chronos pendant for CDR. That 20% plus the proc, the passive, will be a big differ for you in being able to spam your abilities. You did not have enough cooldown. Going into the Pythags, I think was pretty troll. Not really that good because you were missing out on just core items. Like there was a lot of core items you could have had. The East have to be a little bit tankier. I don't mind, but I don't think you needed it. I think you would have just done better with power, CDR, and pen. In the late game team fights, make sure when you're engaging, you're staying in your range form as long as possible until you're ready to full commit or to full disengage. Because there was a lot of times you'd want to go in melee form and then just be in a really weird spot as soon as you dash backwards because they would just collapse on you because you're not tanky. You can't really get away. I think if you work on those, 5-6 things, you'll do a lot better. At the beginning of that game, I would have said you were Elo Hell. I did. I was like, I think this guy might be Elo Hell. By the end of the game, I would have said you had us all fooled. So I keep working on those things, see where you get. I could see you up, like going up in ranks super easy if you apply those things. It'll be a joke.